Good morning. This is Alex for York Buddhist Centre, and this morning we're going to be doing a body awareness meditation. Good morning, Lynn. So, well, this weekend I had a fantastic weekend. I was part of a support group. Good morning, Margaret. That was doing an introductory course for Buddhism and meditation at the York Buddhist Centre. And it was absolutely fantastic to meet up with people again and see people in real life, and just meditate as a group. It was really wonderful, and I think that's something that we probably all find from time to time, is that we can find our meditation becomes a bit lacking or a bit stale, or it just becomes a bit of a drudge or a bit boring, and that's perfectly normal. It happens to all of us. So I think the best way to deal with it is to just try and inspire your meditation. Excuse me, inspire your meditation either by changing your shrine to make it look beautiful. Sort of, if you've got a little sitting area, a little shrine area, you could try putting some flowers on it, or sort of changing it round a bit, put some things on your little meditation space that inspires you. You could try meditating with friends, or even if you're not close to your friends, you could try meditating at the same time as your friends. Sometimes we set up a meditation buddy system, where if you know that your friend is meditating at 7 o'clock in the morning, or 7:30, 8 o'clock, whenever you meditate together, it's sometimes good to know that somebody is meditating at the same time as you. It can be inspiring. So yeah, I think also sometimes if you're feeling a bit flat, I think just doing just being still meditation, where you can just sit with a warm cup of tea or a warm cup of coffee and just gaze out of the window. Good morning, Philippa. And just gaze out of the window and watch what's going on, and just have like a mindful cup of tea, where it's quite simple, nice drink. You can feel the warmth going through your hands, and just enjoy the flavour of the tea and the sensation of it going down. So what I'm trying to say is sometimes our meditation can feel a little bit uninspired, and that is normal. That is totally okay. We just need to find something to give it a bit of a zhuzh, really, and that could be meditating with friends, going out for a walk in nature. Maybe if you're going for a walk, you could pick up some beautiful coloured leaves or some conkers at this time of the year, and you could bring them back and just put them in the place where you meditate. Things that, I don't know, might make you feel joyous, or things that just look beautiful. So today we're going to be doing the body awareness meditation. I'll wait for a couple more minutes for people to join. And Philip is saying good morning to everybody as well. So we'll wait for a couple more minutes for people to join. So if you're watching on catch up, replay, whatever you'd like to call it, if you're watching on that, you can just fast forward for a couple of minutes until we get to the meditation if you want to. And if you are joining us on catch up, or whatever the time of day it is for you where you're meditating, then well, you're welcome to join us. And whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, it's really good to know that there's a group of us sat together this morning meditating. So now's a good time to go and get anything you need. Whether it's a glass of water. As you can tell, I'm a little bit croaky this morning. I've got a cough, so if I do go quiet, I've probably just muted the microphone so that I don't make you jump with my coughing. Blankets. It's getting to that time of year where it can be a little bit chilly. Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you. To see your comment. I can't actually see you, but thank you for joining us. Good morning, Jenny. Yeah, so if you want to get a blanket, sometimes if you're a bit cold, a blanket over your knees or just round your shoulders just takes the edge off of it. And if you're meditating that you're sat on the floor or kneeling, sometimes extra thick socks and blankets over your feet can just help stopping that horrible crampy feeling in your feet. So we'll just wait another minute and then we'll start. And also as well, another good tip is if where you're meditating has got a cold floor, you can get a yoga block, which is just basically a piece of, I don't know, it's styrofoam, I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's squashy and it's quite warm and insulating. So if you've got a cold floor, you can, I think I picked this up for about £1.99, something like that, and it's called a yoga block, and you can just put that under your feet and it stops the cold striking up into your feet, and also helps if you've got short legs like me, just to raise your legs a little bit so that you're not getting leg ache or back ache. Okay, so we'll make a start now. There's a good number of us here, so good morning to everybody. If you'd like to get into your comfortable meditation position, for me, I like to have my feet flat on the floor. I like to have my shoes off because it just gives you that good contact with the ground. And then your arms can be quite heavy. So, and we don't really realise. So if you've got stiffness in your shoulders, you can just let your arms drop by the side of you and just give your shoulders a little wriggle around to release any tension or stress that's built up in there. Oh, good morning, Val. Thank you for joining us. And then with your hands, you can either place them flat on your knees like that. Ooh, look like Tommy Cooper there. Or like that. Or you can just cup them gently in your lap. Some people like to have a cushion on their lap just to raise their arms up a little bit to take that pressure off the shoulders. Some people like to roll a blanket up, put it across the knees and just rest the hands on it. You'll have to experiment with that and see what works best for you. So we can meditate with our eyes open or closed. It doesn't really make much difference either way. Some people don't like to close their eyes to meditate, and that's absolutely fine. But I would recommend, if you like to keep your eyes open, if you just lower your gaze to the floor. And that's purely because if you're sat upright with your eyes open meditating, you tend to get distracted. You tend to, I don't know, see a picture, see a photograph, see the clock, and it can trigger a thought process in itself. So by looking at the floor, there's slightly less distractions. Okay, so if you're comfortable, oh gosh, it sounds like story time with mother. If you're comfortable, then let's begin. So if you take a deep breath in and out, and we're just arriving with the intention to do a body awareness meditation. So after the talking, just give yourself a few seconds to settle down and to acclimatise to the sounds of the room that you're in. Maybe you can hear traffic sounds or the sounds of people getting ready for work, school. Maybe you can hear the radiators and the central heating. Whatever you can hear, it's just sound, it's just noise. Bright moon, I stroll around the pond. Hey, dawn has come. So if you just like to ask yourself, how do I feel today? What are the sensations going on in your body? Do you feel restless or sleepy? And what's the overall feeling tone? Are you feeling happy or maybe quite neutral. It's fine to feel neutral. A lot of people do. We've not really started the day yet. It's a fresh day. And then take another deep breath in and out. And this is just a little bit of time for ourselves to relax into our body. We spend a lot of time living in our heads, so it's nice to come down out of our heads and experience our bodies and the sensations that we can feel in them. So today I'm starting at the head. Can you visualize the crown of your head? There's all the air, all the space above your head that we just take for granted. And then if we can just try and soften the forehead and the eyes. If your eyes, sometimes I struggle to close my eyes. They feel as though they just want to stay open. So that's fine. You can just lower your gaze to the ground, let them be open. Or sometimes scrunching your eyes really tight and then just letting them drop back into a natural position. Just helps to find that balance. Pay attention to our ears. The sounds that you can hear in the room. And round to our cheeks. Soften our cheeks. And even your nose. Can you soften your face? Maybe even have a gentle smile on your face. Your jaw should be nice and relaxed. And your tongue just gently resting at the roof of your mouth. And then can you feel the sensation of the breath coming and going? As you breathe in, the air might be cool, might be refreshing. And as you breathe out, the air you breathe out is warmer. For me, it feels a little bit softer, a little bit smoother. And then we come to the neck and the shoulders. If you can let your shoulders just drop a little bit more. Again, if you have tension, you can drop your arms by the side of you. Just let your arms and gravity do the thing. And that will help to pull your shoulders down. And then you bring your hands back up onto your lap again. And bringing our awareness down our arms. From the upper arm to the elbow. Can you feel the sensation of tingling in your upper arm? Circulation. And then we go to the lower arm, down to the wrists. Trying just to let everything relax, sit naturally. We move down to our hands, to the backs of our hands, the palms of our hands, the fingers. What sensations can you feel in your hands? Do they feel warm? Again, can you feel the tingling sensation of the circulation? I think for me, the first contact with my body when I sit down to do a body scan is usually my hands. That's where I can feel most sensation and temperature. And then we come to the spine. Got all the individual vertebrae from the neck all the way down from the upper back to the middle and right down to the coccyx, the tailbone. And your spine just gently undulates, it curves naturally. We want to sit in a nice upright posture, but not stiff and formal. Just let those shoulders relax. And if at any point you drift away, or you've gone into a daydream or a to-do list, just congratulate yourself for noticing. And just bring your attention back to your body. And then we come to the heart space, to the chest area. Can you soften it? Can you make it feel more open? Can you bring your energy to your chest space? Sometimes our energy lies in our head or in our stomach. Can bring it up to the chest area. Can you feel any sensation of circulation, tingling, a gentle rise and fall as you breathe? Maybe you notice that in your chest or in your shoulders. It's very, very subtle. And if you're feeling quite numb or neutral, you could always think of something that you really treasure, something that you really enjoy doing. Whether it's nature, gardening, painting, reading, or just being with friends. And try and imagine how you feel when you're doing your favourite thing. Does that help to open up your chest area to your heart area? And then we drop down to our stomach, to our abdomen. Again, just noticing the gentle rise and fall of the breath coming and going quite naturally. You can soften that stomach. Nobody's watching you, so you can let that tummy totally relax. Make it as soft as you can. And see when you take a breath in, See if you can track it all the way from the nose, down the throat, down to the lungs. See if you can imagine it going all the way down to the belly area. Sometimes we shallow breathe and we can only feel it in the chest. Try and see if you can let that breath drop right down to the diaphragm, to the abdomen, to the belly area. And then we come down to the sitting bones, to our buttocks, to the groin area. Can you feel the sensation of the chair or the cushions, the floor, the bed, wherever you're meditating? Can you feel that point of contact? You may have got a point of contact with your buttocks, your back, your feet. And the ground is totally supporting us. We can just almost sink into it. Gravity's doing its job. And maybe you can feel that groundedness, the connection to the earth. We could imagine it as a good solid base, like a mountain, where the base of the mountain is solid on the earth, supported. It's not going anywhere. It's stable. It's secure. Then we come to the tops of the legs, to the thighs. This can also be a place where we hold tension. Just see if you can let your legs relax. Let go of any tightness or tension there. Can you feel any sensation in your thighs? Then come down to the knees. Can you feel your knees? Our knees do a lot of work, a lot of the heavy lifting. You can touch your kneecaps if you want. Try and feel that sensation. If you can't feel anything there, then you've got the sensation of touch. Can you feel the fronts of your knees, your kneecaps, all the way around to the backs of your knees, that natural bend. And from our knees we go down to our shins and calves. Can you feel any sensations there? Maybe you can feel the material of whatever you're wearing against your skin. That sensation of texture. Or maybe you can sense the temperature of the room. For me, I can tell the temperature of the room more from my knees than my shins and calves. I can still feel a gentle circulation in the back of my calves. And if you don't feel anything, that's absolutely fine. Sometimes it takes us longer to tune into our body, and we all have different sensations. So if you can't feel any sensation, just try and bring it a bit of loving kindness and a bit of gratitude for all the work our body does for us. Then we go down to our ankles. Can you bring your imagination, can you bring your awareness to your ankle bones either side? To the back of the heel where the Achilles tendon is. To the tops of our feet. If you've not got shoes on, you can probably feel the temperature of the room on your feet. Down to your toes. Can you visualize each individual toe? I can visualize my big toe and my little toe quite easily. Could give your toes a little bit of a wriggle. And then to the soles of your feet. Making contact with the earth. What sensations are going on in the soles of your feet? Do they feel warm or cool? And again, we've got that direct contact with the earth. Enjoy that connection. We're not separate, we're all part of the earth. We're all connected. Then we could do a quick body check, just to see if there's any tension that's rebuilt up in the body. For me, it's usually the neck and shoulders, or the tops of my legs. And just see if you can relax into it a little bit more. And you can ask yourself again, how am I feeling? Is there any difference from the start of the meditation to now? There might not be. You might feel quite neutral. Hopefully you feel a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more in touch with your body. There's never anything such as a bad meditation. Even if you feel you've sat and fidgeted or your mind's drifted all the way through, congratulate yourself for sitting here with the intention to meditate. It's quite a heroic thing that you've all done, to sit and find a bit of quiet space. Maybe you can take a deep breath in and let it go. Breathe in and let it go. And just spend a few seconds just enjoying the fruits of your meditation. Congratulate yourself for meditating. Know that you are good enough. You're all amazing. And just enjoy the sensations of your body. The warmth or the cool, the circulation, the relaxation. Bright moon, I stroll around the pond. Hey, dawn has come. So when you're ready, you can start bringing your awareness back to the room, to your surroundings. To the sounds and the smells around you. You can maybe have a stretch. If you want to carry on sitting, that's absolutely fine. You can just mute me. But for the rest of us, well, welcome to Monday morning. Let's see what today's got to bring. As we step gently into Monday, yet again, it doesn't seem 5 minutes since we were last here. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Sangha K2. And it'll be me tomorrow morning as Shaki Padar is busy. So I shall see you tomorrow morning. Go gently into the day. Very often once you've meditated, things can feel a little bit bright and fast at first. So just step gently into the day. And I hope you all have a good day and a good week. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.